I've seen the robotic camera.
Yeah.
I know.
Do
I have
you all
one
have them?
myself. I have one in the car. Yeah, the one
Okay.
that tilts its head. And
Oh
stuff.
yeah. How about in studio? Do y'all have any in studio yet?
Yeah. So all of the controls for those cameras.
Yeah.
Okay, now you should.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'm gonna have you all take a step to your right, just a tiny
Okay.
bit.
Okay.
All right, a little bit more, just a tiny bit.
Okay.
There we go.
I'll talk with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. We'll just talk.
Okay.
Pretend like they're not there.
That's right.
So first, I'll kind of ask you about Saturday.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, that's perfect.
Be fine.
Savannah said splits. We can do splits. Okay,
Mickey,
they're
I'm
going to
gonna take a
traffic.
step to your left.
Okay.
There we go.
How's that?
That's good.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I think even the little drizzle has stopped.
I know.
Yeah, we had to make the call early and looked at y'all's weather forecast, looked at 3, and then looked at our own. So it's going to dissipate.
Good morning, Dane and Hannah. I'm here at the Chattanooga National Cemetery, and I'm joined by Captain Mickey McCamish, who is the director of the Chattanooga Area Veterans Council. Now, on Saturday, you guys came out here and distributed close to 50,000 flags on every gravesite. Can you talk about how many volunteers came out to help, and what was that day like?
Well, first of all, it's thanks to you all, because certainly you all helped bring out all the volunteers. And there were over 3,000 volunteers. It took about an hour for us to place the flags.
Oh my gosh.
And I was one of the last to leave the cemetery, and there was just a slight breeze in the air. And it was almost like that there was a whisper in the air from the 49,800 flags that we'd placed and the veterans, and just simply said, thank you for remembering. And that made it all worth the day.
Absolutely. And you were saying that family members who had, lost a loved one came out here, and it truly is starting to become a tradition that's passed down from generation to come out here every year to be able to place these flags and pay tribute to the soldiers.
Well, that's right, because I'm concerned about that. I'm concerned that after I pass and other veterans that are actively engaged in making events like this happen, that goes on, that it continues. And what enables that to continue is events like Saturday, of placing the flags with families, with grandparents bringing grandchildren out. That then says that, yes, it will continue. And it does continue to show that really freedom isn't free. There is a price to pay. And that message resonated with those that were here on Saturday.
Absolutely. Definitely a beautiful sight to be able to just see all these flags out here this morning. Now, at 11 o'clock this morning is when the Memorial Day ceremony will kick off. Can you kind of tell us what people can expect from that? And all are welcome, right?
Sure, everyone is welcome. And as you mentioned earlier, the parking will be at the National Guard Armory. Shuttle service will start at 9:30. Admiral Jeff Spivey. Admiral Spivey is a native of East Ridge, and he will be our keynote speaker today. Choo-choo course will be here in participation. And of course, there will be the recognition of the Gold Star families that have made the ultimate sacrifice.
Absolutely. And what does it mean for you as a veteran as well to Memorial Day, obviously, is remembering those soldiers who made the ultimate sacrifice. What does that mean for you to be able to come out here and pay tribute to them?
You know, it does. It's a time of remembrance. It's a time of reflection. I remember the shipmates that I'd lost. I'm a Vietnam War veteran. I remember the veterans, the people that we lost there. And I remember the immeasurable impact that giving one's life, that it has on the families, that it has on friends, and it has on individual communities. You take the Fallen Five, just at the impact the Fallen Five had on our community, on the families that were directly impacted. And there's just no greater gift that one can give than to laying down their life for a friend or for our country.
Absolutely. I think you summed that up perfectly. So again, that ceremony is set to begin at 11 o'clock this morning, with shuttles starting at 9:30 this morning. So definitely come on down this Memorial Day. Reporting live for ARC Chattanooga, I'm Meg Doyle. Okay. That was perfect. You nailed it.
Oh, good.
You did
Good,
so
Mary.
good. You're
Good.
natural on camera. I know.
No.
This is Good morning, everyone. We are here at the Chattanooga National Cemetery ahead of the 2025 Memorial Day program, where they will be honoring fallen soldiers. And on Saturday, over 3,000 volunteers came out to place close to 50,000 flags around the entire cemetery at every single grave. And I think that if you just look around here, it's honestly gives you chills just looking at the flags next to the graves for those who made the ultimate sacrifice and gave their lives. And, just remember the true meaning of Memorial Day is really to pay tribute to those fallen soldiers who fought for our country. So in just about 2 minutes, I'll be going live on ARC Chattanooga. I'll be talking to the director of the cemetery to talk about this Memorial Day program coming up at 11 o'clock. Everyone is welcome. There's going to be shuttles that will take you back and forth with parking. So stay tuned, hop over on ARC. We're going to be streaming it here as well for additional details on that.
Doesn't matter, anywhere.
So the Red Cross is going to be here also?
Sometimes they go to the admin office.
Do you mind counting to 10 just so they can check your mic?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Perfect.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Perfect.
Okay.
And it's Faust?
Faust. Yeah,
Faust.
like ouch, Faust.
Faust. Got it. Not fast and not
No,
Faust.
exactly.
Faust. Got it. Yeah. Are we doing splits again? Okay. Yes.
Is this like live?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll be good.
All right.
It'll be so. First, I'll just talk to you about. Were you here Saturday when they were placing out? Okay.
Mhm.
You can kind of just talk about. I mean, over 3,000 volunteers that's crazy.
Isn't Mickey great?
Yeah,
Mhm.
he is for sure. But just talking about, I don't know, the family tradition in that he was saying how a lot of, families came out with their children, their grandkids.
Little
and just-
babies up here.
That's so sweet. Oh, I love that.
Yep.
And then we can talk about details for the ceremony at 11 today. And then one thing Mickey wants to mention, we didn't get a chance to in the first, but they need volunteers for Saturday to take down the flag. So we can put that in as well.
We're actually going to put the bins out and
Okay.
allow people to start Wednesday
Okay,
and then
perfect.
clean it all up Saturday.
Okay, perfect. All right, yeah, we'll definitely talk about that.
Okay.
It'll come out to us. They're in break, then it'll be out to us.
Okay.
We good.
All
Love
right.
Live TV.
Oh my God.
We have 30 seconds.
So you can't cut out my stuttering or anything.
No, but trust me, it's so much.
I know.
You'll be perfect.
It'll go by quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does go by quick. We have like 2 minutes, so it'll be like
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, good. Okay.
Good morning, Dana and Hannah. Yeah, we're here at the National Cemetery ahead of the Memorial Day service at 11 o'clock. I'm joined by the director of the cemetery, Michael Faust. Now, on Saturday is when volunteers came out to place nearly 50,000 flags at every single grave here. And I mean, just looking around, it gives you chills just seeing that. What was that experience like?
It was absolutely incredible, Meg. We had 3,000 volunteers. Our local veteran advocate, Mickey McCamish, that was here this morning. He recruited the volunteers, and we put a gravesite on every gravesite.
That's amazing.
Or put a flag on every gravesite.
Yes, yeah, it is beautiful here. And you were saying how there were just generations of families. You saw babies out here doing that.
We saw babies. We saw young people from every generation. We saw 80, maybe, I didn't ask their age, but maybe 90-year-old.
Wow.
It was just incredible to see the true patriotism to honor those veterans. We're honoring those that did not come home and those that served to defend the Constitution of the United States and are now laid to rest. Today is the day of pause, that we put the flag at half-staff and remember the lives and legacies that they led.
Truly the ultimate sacrifice, those who gave it all. And this morning at 11 a.m. is when the ceremony will begin. Tell us about that. Who are we expected to hear from, and how can people make their way down here?
So at 11 a.m., parking is always the challenge. So the Chattanooga Area Veteran Coalition, led by Bill Norton, he informed me that since 1983, they have been we've been hosting them to coordinate this event.
Wow.
It's been just a joy to have them here. So 11 a.m., we'll have buses coming from the armory. We'll have limited parking at the cemetery. And then we're just going to have a 1-hour service, a commemoration for those veterans that we love so dearly.
Absolutely.
That we're honored.
That's incredible. And definitely just take a moment today to remember those fallen soldiers. What is it like for you, obviously being director here and getting to constantly meet people, see families, be able to come by and visit their loved ones?
So I come in, served in the Navy, being a veteran myself. I honor some veterans that I served with that did not make it home. So daily, we're working here to make sure this is a national shrine, just to have that appearance of we're honoring their lives every day. And along with that, I'd like to tell you a story. So Tech Sergeant Sanford Roy was killed in action, missing in action. Since 1944, April 8th, his family did not know where he was. The great nieces and nephews just recently, April 8th, laid him to rest. We brought him home. He's laid to rest in our cemetery.
That is amazing.
And many others like that. We're here to honor their sacrifice.
And that truly is what it's all about. So come on down this morning at 11. And then starting on Wednesday, there will be bins out, and they're looking for volunteers to help take down all the flags. So if you're interested, you can call down to the cemetery. But Saturday is when all the flags will need to be taken down as well. But reporting live for ARC Chattanooga, I'm Meg Doyle. We're fine, I'm sure.
I just don't want to end up in YouTube.
Yeah, we'll get out of the way. Yes. I don't know if Dan's done or not.
Oh, is
I'm
it
sh-
still streaming?
I'm gonna assume so. I'm just gonna set this here for now until he says otherwise. Here, Megan.
Sorry.
You're fine. Just want to make sure you're not in this if you don't want to be.